Hi everybody, so I'm here to talk to you today about why I collect books on different artists and why I draw artwork that other artists have drawn. Now some people might think like, oh, you're just copying, it's not that big of a deal, it's not original, it's not interesting, it's kind of stale, old, boring, you know, like the white guys in the art museum, like that kind of boring stuff, right? So there's a reason that I still follow classical artists, and it's because it makes my drawing skills better. So it gives me something to compare my drawings to when I'm practicing copying one of their artworks. So if you like material like this, know that I have more in-depth drawing skills that I teach on my website, LZM Studio. I've got a whole slew of videos that have never been released on YouTube that are over on my website, LZM Studio. Also, I have another website that's just for kids in school. It's great for ages 8 and up, all the way through high school and college. It has interesting drawing content in a little bit, some of the same content, but in a different order, and it's really geared towards 2 school semesters for students that don't have access to art or drawing in school. So if you're interested in all that kind of content, head on over to graphitesquad.com, and that's going to show you all of the content that I have available for schools. So let's talk about this book. It is The Great Masters of Drawing, Drawings by Leonardo da Vinci. It's got 32 different images, and let me tell you, it was published in, let's see if I can even find the published date. 1968. It's one of those books that smells very musty. I got it at a used bookstore. It probably wasn't that expensive. It wasn't the original price, $1.50. It probably was more expensive than that. But I pick up these books like at estate sales, garage sales, thrift stores, used bookstores, wherever I can find them, because they're always images that are going to be helpful for me to study and to practice. So let's look at what I did here. So first I'm going to show you a little bit about the book. It does have some information about Leonardo da Vinci. I'm going to probably start coughing more because, man, this book is musty. It's an old book. It then describes a chronology of his life and when he was doing work, the principal works on the drawings of Leonardo, and then the list of the 32 images that are included in here. So the one that I drew, let's see if I can find it. I don't know what page it is. Plate 12. So that is the study for the angel's head in the Virgin of the Rocks. This is one of the ones that I drew. And there are lots of other ones that I would really like to draw. Particularly, there are some back here that are of plants. So he does some of his machines. That was a cannon. He does plenty of studies of figures, of horses, behinds. That one. Come on, Leonardo, put a tail on that guy, cover that up. Buildings. It looks like landscape. Definitely lots of religious studies. Faces, this one I think would be really fantastic to practice. These are the ones that I thought were really interesting because I haven't seen very many of these, the plants. So this is a plant study, probably from the early years of the 16th century. I love this one. There was another one in here that was like an ivy that I thought was really interesting. So more faces, horses. Some of these are a little bit, you know, the techniques that they were using to draw, they weren't using pencil and paper like we are. So the plates are actually kind of muddied. This, I think, did I already show that one? This was the one that I really wanted to draw. I thought that one was really pretty. And the ivy. Or, well, it looks like ivy, but it's not. I don't know what it is. Rubus idaeus. Okay, so let's go back to the study that I did draw. And you'll see, when you draw these for yourself, what happens is you really get a sense of why these people are masters. The efficiency of the pencil marks, you know, I was like over here drawing 50 different pencil marks for his 20. And it really helped me to see, gosh, the knowledge and skill about the form and how the pencil mark is going to describe the form is just incredible. So the other thing that the reason that I do these for myself and use these books is because I know that I have weak areas in my drawing. So one of the things that I commonly make mistakes on is, and I did in this drawing, I made the height of the eyeball too tall. I don't know why I do it. I'm conscious of it. I'm always correcting for it. And yet the height of the eyeball is almost always too tall for me. Another thing that I have challenges with is the rotation of the head. So whenever I'm drawing a figure or a face where the head is turned slightly to the side or tilted up or down, I know that I have challenges getting that angle correct. And so you can see the height of the head here is actually a little bit too tall, which is really about that rotation or tilt of the head. And so I know, like, this is still an area where I'm a little bit weak and I need to work on it. And then the third reason that I like to use these master drawings in order to recreate them is that it helps me to push my mimicry of photorealism. I know I'm not trying to draw something that looks photorealistic, but I'm trying to mimic this photograph of this drawing exactly as I can, and it shows me where I have problems. So I'm going to share with you guys several videos where you see the process of me drawing this, and so you're going to get to see where I find trouble, where I have problems, where I have to make corrections, and how I kind of go through that. It's still not perfect. If I were to do it over again, hopefully it would get a little bit better. But this is just a regular rote practice that I have so that I can continue to increase my skills. The last thing is that I really do think that what's valuable about using masters and books or images that you find on the internet of different masters drawings is that it helps you to experiment with your style. So it's very difficult to know when you're first starting out what your drawing style is. And so you might pick, maybe not a master to work with or a classical artist, but maybe you'll pick somebody's anime style that you like, or manga style that you like, or graphic novel style that you like, and copy some of their artwork, because it helps you to get a sense of what is your voice in drawing and what style would you like to draw in. It helps you to see, I like this little aspect of this type of drawing. I like this way of mark making. I don't like this. This doesn't come naturally for me. So it helps you to just experiment with a style that wouldn't naturally be the thing that you would come up with, to see how you can integrate that in to make your own personal style. So I hope that helps you out. I don't know if you'll be able to find this book. I'll look for it online to see if I can include a link below. Again, it's titled The Great Masters of Drawing, Drawings by Leonardo da Vinci, and it's got 32 different images in it. So I hope this helps you guys out. I'll see you again soon.